Game with the 50-50. Game with the 50-50. All right, ladies, you got your fans? All right, now let's do a little work about let's here we go, y'all.
I don't know if y'all know, but Westlove and the 478 man, it's like,
y'all, real quick. Ladies, look at, hey guys, looking really well. All right, y'all, real quick for the video. Game with the 50-50. Game with the 50-50. All right, ladies, you got your fans? All right, now let's do a little work about let's here we go, y'all.
I don't know if y'all know, but Westlove and the 478 man, it's like,
All right, y'all, real quick. Ladies and guys, and ladies as well. All right, y'all, for the menu. Game with the 50-50, game with the 50-50. All right, ladies, you got your fans? All right, now, let's do a little work about what's up. Here we go, y'all.
I don't know if y'all know. What's love and the 478 man?
Hey, Grand Rising. This is a mic check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Put a 1 out there in the audience if you can hear BT. Put a 1 out there if you can hear BT. Okay. Let's see. Testing 1, 2, 3. Y'all, can y'all hear me? Okay. Thanks, Creole girl. Y'all know I can't see all of y'all. All of y'all are not registered. It must be something that I done clicked. I see Crystal. I see CC. I see Creole Girl. I see Crystal Amos. In potentials Amori. And I know it says more you're on here, but I can't see you. I'm sending love. Your names are not popping up. I think it's something I done did, y'all. I'm learning this how to navigate this StreamYard. So I've been messing with a lot of stuff, trying to learn how to do a lot of new stuff on StreamYard. Cause learn how to share. I didn't know how to share. I'm learning how to do that. So I don't mess with some knobs I ain't had nothing to be with. But trust me, y'all, I know you guys are there and I love y'all. It says 21 of you or more are in here. Let me do house rules, you guys. House rules. Y'all know we gotta do house rules. Got to do house rules. Oh boy. Copyright disclaimer under 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. And y'all know everything is just my opinion, just y'all opinion as well. The Titanian. Woo, Lord, y'all. It's been one busy 2 weeks. All these graduations, great graduating, great grand graduating. All these graduations. I've learned to, for all of you that call yourself of making fun of me for looking old, for being old, I just hope God will allow you to live to see the life that I've lived, y'all. So many people done came and gone. I'm still here. I'm alive to see my great-great-grand graduate, my grandchildren graduate. It's just such an honor to see that, you guys. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to get old, you guys. Anyway, so y'all know I love to put this up right here. From the rising of the sun to the going down on it. May your life be blessed. Blessing, encouragement, and enlightenment to you. And I want to say something, y'all. I had to learn not to see my eyes through other people's visions, right, of me. And a lot of us are guilty of that. When people say things about us, like what I was doing in the past, I won't be responding to these people talking about me no more. It's just a life learning. So learn not to see yourself through the eyes of nobody else. Like Dr. Francis says, the truth do not need no defending. From the rising of the sun to the going down of it. May your life be blessed. May your children and your grandchildren and everybody in your family be blessed. Well, last night, you guys, well, anyway, you guys, y'all have to go to True Tea Uncensored, right? Go there. It's free. Hit on foreign. I think it's live foreign, y'all, but you don't quote me on there. But I think you hit on forum or live forum or something. And she is reading my documents. Now on Love and Marriage Huntsville is on trial, you guys. The Love and Marriage Huntsville is on trial. My lawyer had brought attention to the lawyers, to all network of how toxic they are. The stuff that goes on in Love and Marriage Huntsville. How all of them gang up on one woman. It brings tears to my eyes how they do Melody, y'all. I know Melody said she ain't worried. She moved on. But I'm right here now, just right here with it because they drew my likeness into that toxicity of they drew my likeness when Stormy was on there, and Stormy had an actor a West warrant on her, yet she was still allowed to film, right? Martell has a harassment charge on him. He's still allowed to film. What kind of shit is this? All of them ganging up, gang-like activity, ganging up on one woman, and that's Melody, the woman that produced the show, that bought the show, that feeding them bread and butter. Gang-like activity going on that show. She wants the show shut down. It's a nuisance to that community. That's just a college educated community where people come there to go to college and look at the stigma, the nuisance that they have put on that show, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Love and Marriage Huntsville is going to be on trial when we go back. Let me show y'all something. Linda Gamma, hi, and CC, hi. So Linda Gamma, people are coming in, but some of y'all I can see, some of y'all can't. Let me go on. Today, we're just going to be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, and we're also going to be talking about the beef between Shamea and Porsha, that beef, y'all. Yeah, that beef between those two. Okay, let me just put some stuff through here. I just want to show y'all something. Let's start off with these documents first. On them rights. So a lot of you guys, so let's just start off right here. We're going to start off with right here. All right. So right here, this is what will be on trial, y'all. This show got to be taken off the air because it is a public nuisance. It is all they do. And then if you look at the cast members harassing people out in the community, harassing the church, harassing they are just, like I said, a nuisance. So this says, we're talking about count 17. Gives fair notice on the Rule 9 of cognizable principles of law and liability. And the required elements have been alleged with supporting facts. And Rule 8, pleading taken as true. Now, she has supporting facts. She just not going to go in the court and tell the judge, hey, look, you need to take this. You need to take this off the air. So she has supporting facts as to why the judge need to take Love and Marriage Huntsville off the air. Count 18 against Oprah Winfrey Network. Y'all know what's going on. Them lawyers be in court battling with my lawyer. They know what's going on. They know that woman, that Melody, has been harassed. Melody children has been harassed. Yet they keep this shit on the damn TV. And then they have never, tell y'all something, they have never gave a statement against Kiki. Not no statement. They have not denounced no kind of violence, especially from Montel Hope's on that show. They haven't denounced no kind of violence from Maurice, no kind of violence that Stormy did. She still was a cast member, all that cussing and clowning she was doing at me. They got the nerve to make a storyline out of it instead of denouncing that kind of behavior. What kind of behavior is that where they ain't denounced? They even have a death. Kiki. We have yet to see them denounce the violence and the toxicity that all them ganged up on Kiki and did. Love and Marriage Huntsville. Against Oprah Winfrey Network, injunction and other relief under 65 and 78. Restraining order, contempt, injunction. They cannot. A restraining order against Maurice personally, and also a restraining order against having them to use my likeness anymore. And give me not one dime. They used the millimeter likeness too, so not just mine, but mine was more prevalent that can pinpoint mine. Cause of Stormy. But the whole entire millimeters using our likeness, using my likeness. Now, this story right here with me and Maurice, how dare they try to use this as a storyline? All Love and Marriage Huntsville must be conditionally taken off the air. Now, production must be ceased in Huntsville, Madison County, Alabama, on network. Love and Marriage Huntsville is on trial for all this toxicity, all the dirt that they do. Every month we see a mug shot coming out from one of the cast members. Take them down, take them off the air. I don't know if they're going to be taken off the air or not. I don't know, you guys. But is she going to try? She's certainly going to ask. Okay, you guys, I see y'all out there. Hey, hello, sis, and Linda Gamma, Crystal Amos. Hi, Crystal Amos, Linda Gamma. Haven't seen you in a while. Good seeing you, Linda and Cece. Good seeing you, you guys. So let me just see if I can find this clip of Melody. Let's see if I can find this clip to show y'all just the kind of mess that goes on that show. That show needs to be taken off the darn air. Take their butt off the air. Go somewhere else with that, all that violence and all that toxicity. Ganging up on one woman and her child. Look at this, y'all. Y'all remember this. This is old, but this is so relevant to this case. hiding in the bushes now. Come on now, hit that like button, share and subscribe now. I know you peeping. Welcome to the home of Black Titanic. Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising, Yvette Bell. Grand Rising, Beverly Childs. Grand Rising, Miss Eda. Grand Rising, Miss Brown. Grand Rising, Nosy Roses Brown. Hey, good morning. Hey, Grand Rising, everyone. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let me type in my Cash App, you guys. Cash App Black Titanic with a capital B, and it's PayPal, man. Y'all know I got the super. Hey, here for the hot tea. Welcome. PayPal me. What? PayPal me. Y'all, I'll be with y'all in a minute. So, y'all, these YouTube streets is hot out there. Yes, very hot. It's on fire. But y'all know what? I'm going to tell y'all something. It was meant to be something bad for Melody. That tape, it was a setup. We do know that production probably was behind this setup with Carson. Whether she's innocent or not, that's not for me to judge. But I do know that it was meant to be evil. Because one thing Carson Blue said was that production paid me. Yeah, production paid her. And then she said their choice for her was to go to who? Tisha. Oh, the millionaires can't afford their own hairstylist. She said that the rest of the people at the castmates had their own stylists, like Melody. Yeah, Melody had her own. Whatever these millionaires can't afford get their own hair did. But one thing Carson Blue said about the millionaire Scots, that was where production told her to go. That is what production paid her for, was to do this Tisha Scott hair. Another question I thought was interesting was the hairstyle. Do you suggest a hairstyle? And she said, yeah, but Tisha tell you how she want her hair did. So in other words, every hairstyle we see, I mean, absolutely every hairstyle on down to the color, she copies off of Mel, the person she say had a dark soul. Anyway, let me do house rules. House rules is everything is allegedly on this channel, you guys. Everything is for entertainment and educational purposes. Any music pop up, I don't own any rights. Everything is just my opinions, and all of my hosts and guests, there is just their opinion too. Grand Rising. Well, today we're going to be talking about what's trending. Y'all know what's trending in the streets. That is about this revenge porn video that what she really did was busted the behind the scenes of what was going on in this video. Because we already knew about the revenge porn because Melody made it clear, but she didn't go into details. I remember her texting revenge porn, really? When she was talking to Martell, she don't take kindly to threats, but promises. And then she said her lawyer was on dial 24/7, and she did turn it over to her lawyer. But we did not know that in the background what was going on, and that's what Carson revealed. A lot of you on here, y'all believe in your higher power or God. Y'all feel like God had his hand in revealing the other part of it, which forced Melody to come out to share with us that this man really did send her that tape. And then he said, and she admitted that, yes, this what I do in the bedroom with my husband at the time. And this is how low he stooped right after something. They were trying to negotiate some co-parenting situation. And this is where he sent her, that he will say that she was cheated on him. Now, what's so interesting about that is that she blasted Tisha, her castmate. If y'all listen to her video, that heart, oh, that just really sunk my heart. And to see the hurtness and the pain in that girl's face. That's the same thing I saw when she walked through that door at that custody hearing, y'all. I saw the worriness in this lady's face about what she was going through. A lot of people were saying, well, she didn't get no close-up shot of Melody. And they were blasting me for not, talking to Melody or getting no close-up on Melody. Anybody with a passionate heart could not do that. You got to have a heart to put yourself in other people's shoes. There's no way in the world I'd be trying to flash a camera in this woman's face. And like she said, she was fighting for the time of her life. This was about her children. This is reality. This is this lady's life. This is not no reality show. This is this lady's life, y'all. But anyway, get back to what I was saying was that she said that they took this. Martell was saying that she was a cheater. Marcel said she was doing fellatio on the other men's. They took this, a.k.a. Tisha, a.k.a. her mama, took this and ran with it because they hate the girl so much. They knew that. They know that it was not true. They knew it was not true. Tisha, had the nerve to tell her, well, why would you have another baby by him? You had another baby and you knew he was cheating on you. And she also called her promiscuous on that stage when they were talking about at the reunion, when they were talking about that child, her children, addressing that issue about her children, them talking about her children. Tisha turned around and said, no, my mother didn't mean that. My mama was talking about her promiscuous. Y'all remember that? I don't say that too well, promiscuous, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Melody blasted that. Melody, yeah, she put them on blast. Yeah, y'all took it and ran with it. Well, today we'll be talking about colorism. Y'all remember I was trying to start on colorism the last video, and I just couldn't get it together. I didn't download my video. But anyway, we're going to talk about colorism and its roots in racism. We are particularly focusing on the Black family, though we know that those Asians and other groups, they want to be like Europe. Okay, you guys. The thing of it is that what I was trying to bring out, the fact that there is the beginning of that harassment charge. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember how toxic it got for Melody to the point to where every last one of them gained up on Melody. They were even talking about her mother. We want to go all the way back, that the mother was getting new photos to to they brother. Y'all know the story. Y'all know the story of all what this woman went through and all the harassment she went through. So much to Martell even is in court right now, right? After Carson Blue came out with that and revealed what Bedbug told her about this man releasing a new tape on his wife and blackmailing his wife, you guys. So we do know all of that. That's the kind of toxicity that my lawyer is talking about. That's the kind of harassment that she's talking about. Let me put this document out on harassment, right? Harassment. She even wrote it. These are just little clips. Y'all have to go over and look at this. 2T will be reading these documents, you guys. She's going to read the entire documents. I just got little clips that I'm showing you guys, right? So, I'm going to start down here with say, with own permission, y'all. Let's just talk about all this harassment that be going on Love and Marriage Huntsville, how they gang up on people, y'all. Now, I'll start with at the beginning. So anyway, they broadcast the harassment of Griffin by another cast member. We already know that Stormy. Harassment is a recorded thing for the entire show and part of the job description as a cast member. Like I said, Love and Marriage Huntsville is on notice, right? They are on trial. This harassment that constantly goes on by these cast members is on trial. Not just me, but Melody as well. Harassment is a recurring thing for the entire show and part of the job description as a cast member. We know for a fact that they have told out their mouth that every last one of them that come on their show said that they supposed to harass Melody. They have to go off of Melody, y'all. How dark is that? Harassment is drama, and drama is the driving force for own show. Despicable behavior. Yeah, it's expected and made part of the show description while working on the set of Love and Marriage Huntsville. You're watching Black Titanic. This is the court document. Love and Marriage Huntsville is on trial. So then my lawyer goes down here and gives an example. In Land and Association Simmons, 1979 in Alabama, the corporation or principal may be liable in tort for the acts of its servants or agent done within the scope of employment. We all seen it. Y'all, we have even seen Martell have temper tantrums on that show over and over and over. He gets so erratic, real or apparent, even though it did not authorize or ratify such act or even expressly forbade them. They are responsible for what those castmates do. With own permission, Scott went even further in on harassment campaign to transmit and publish an online video of himself threatening to take Griffin's money if she did not provide a public apology for comments allegedly made against that which is clearly owns intellectual property. Scott thereafter filed a lawsuit in this action and committed further acts of harassment therein as his job entitled. So that thing is in the way. But anyway, let me so I can finish reading it. Oh, that's in the way anyway. But anyway, I think on defense on exclusive intellectual property rights on has been broadcasting discord against Griffin in months. So what my lawyer is saying that not only am I harassed, we do know that a castmate Martell Host has been convicted of harassment, you guys. Another castmate has been on there being convicted of harassment. That's Stormy Steele. So that's what they do, y'all. They harass people. They bullies on this show. All of them do gang-like activity, gang up on people. Now, we sat down and watched all of those girls when Melody tried to make that trip so wonderful for those people, for those girls. They all ganged up on her against them, talking about the millimeters. Want her to denounce the millimeters when they themselves can't even control Miss Wanda. But this is the kind of stuff that goes on, the harassment, the humiliations in this thing. So a lot of y'all too, a lot of y'all want to know why isn't we suing Kingdom Reign, right? Why isn't we suing Kingdom Reign? Well, let me show y'all why we not suing Kingdom Reign. This is what a lot of y'all want to know. Why do we not sue Kingdom Reign? Right? Let me read this to y'all. OWN sets privacy to prevent invasion of privacy act, then permissively violate its own policy. Yeah, they have a policy against violence, but they violate their own policies. In paragraph 1838 of Griffin's Fourth Amendment cross complaint, Griffin set forth facts showing that OWN was at all times relevant, well aware of federal privacy law when OWN made its own well-published privacy and other policy, but ignored them when convenient. So yeah, they're gonna ignore. As long as they making money, allegedly, they're gonna ignore whatever it is that's going on. So now, right here, when I'm getting to A, it's talking about OWN owns everything, y'all. OWN rights, title, and interest in love and marriage Huntsville. OWN exclusively own all rights, control, title, and interest in the contents of love and marriage Huntsville. They have no power. Carlos has no power in OWN. Carlos Kingdom Reign is not part of this, y'all. I don't know what he did with Kingdom Reign. I don't know why Kingdom Reign is not on this umbrella. Don't you think we did our research? But Carlos came in there as a producer and dropped Kingdom Reign. So under Love and Marriage Huntsville umbrella, Kingdom Reign don't exist under Love and Marriage Huntsville umbrella. Carlos came in. I don't know what kind of contract they made. He came in as one of the producers. So who owns Carlos? OWN do. When you suing OWN, you suing Carlos. OWN rights, title, and interest in Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let me say allegedly now. OWN exclusively own all the rights. OWN controls everything, title, and interest. Carlos told y'all he don't have no power. Carlos told y'all that when it comes to the hiring and firing, he don't do it. It's OWN. I don't know what happened to Carlos. I don't know what happened to Kingdom Reign. I don't know why he been demoted. I don't know these things. But OWN has exclusive rights to determine who will have access or make reference to any material and content from OWN's Love and Marriage show, and who may display, who may use, who may view, who may play, who may print the content from OWN's Love and Marriage Huntsville and their own brand. It's OWN. We cannot. It's just like chasing air to try to sue Kingdom Reign on for Love and Marriage Huntsville, because right now Love and Marriage Huntsville belong to OWN, right? To any materials and content from OWN Love and Marriage Huntsville show, who may displace the use, the view, the play, or print content from on Love and Marriage Huntsville and the own brand. No cast member or own or shares any such right, title, or interest with own. Only own can grant permission to use its trademark property. OWN has granted permission for its cast members, employee, his agent, or producer. Now, under this umbrella, this producer, within this umbrella is Carlos, you guys, to utilize OWN trademarks and meta tags and other hidden text. Use generated content. OWN policy will not prohibit excess use of user views generated information without the user views consent and will otherwise be treated as confidential. OWN may enforce or break these rules at OWN discretion. Carlos has no power in this. He has no power. He is under OWN's umbrella as a producer, you guys. As one of the producers, the many producers that there got. Kingdom Reign don't exist under this umbrella, y'all. I hope I'm clearing this up for y'all, because that's all I hear. Why ain't they showing Kingdom Reign? But this is stuff that y'all don't know, because y'all don't know what's going on. That's why we can't sue Kingdom Reign. They don't exist under Love and Marriage Huntsville. It does not exist, y'all. It's not under this umbrella. Allegedly. Let me put allegedly on there now for my own sake. I'm just going to say everything is allegedly, although this stuff has been researched, documents shown, and everything. Right? So, let me go here, y'all. So that's what we're talking about. I just hear it over and over and over. And then I was hoping somebody would catch on when Carlos sat up there and said that that he can't fire nobody or hire nobody. I was hoping that y'all caught on that he has no power and Love and Marriage Huntsville. It is owned right now. It's owned by OWN. It started off with, we do know how it started off, right? That's what we're stuck at. Where it started off with Melody pitching it with Carlos pitching it. I don't know how Carlos pitched it to OWN. I don't know what kind of contracts that they said, but my lawyer want to put the contracts up. She wants these contracts, right? Harassment, Scott's witness, a defense, right? She wants these contracts. Let me put this one up since I got this one up. Then we can move forward. She's requested those contracts. Where your new contracts, y'all? Them contracts coming. But this is what I can tell y'all after she did her research. That, I'm going to say it again because I'm tired of y'all asking me this. Why isn't y'all suing Kingdom Reign? Kingdom Reign does not exist under this umbrella of OWN. Kingdom Reign does not exist under Love and Marriage Huntsville anymore. They done did something, I don't know. That's all I can tell y'all. Okay, so that's why we go after OWN, because OWN have the right to everything, right? Okay, I'm going to start with apparent authority, right? It is apparent that Scott has filed an action on behalf of, and guess what else is so going on with it? They are unregistered in the state of Alabama. They don't have a license. It is apparent that Scott has filed an action on behalf of an unregistered entity owned, where said entity is prohibited from filing lawsuit in the state of Alabama. He had no rights. It's against the law for him to even file a lawsuit, y'all. Furthermore, Scott cannot be both a witness and the representing attorney at the same thing as Griffin has alleged. And the lawsuit filed has no legal purpose. Plans to poach Griffin data and commit data piracy to further many months of retaliatory conduct against Griffin. So y'all talk about the subpoena. Y'all talk about that. Well, he didn't use the subpoena for the defamation suit. He used the subpoena for what? To get all my data, all my privacy stuff. That's why it's illegal. To further many months of retaliatory conduct against Griffin are not based upon any law and have no legal purpose before any court. On is estooped from denying this apparent authority or the acts committed, as Griffin has alleged under such apparent authority. On has not in any way stopped this lawsuit filed by Scott. Now, right here, this reminds me of when on see how they gang up on Melody. They didn't try to stop that, yet and still they filmed season after season after season. On knew what was going on. They know what's going on now. So it's gotten so bad to my lawyer have to put L and Love and Marriage Huntsville toxicity on trial. They didn't even stop when they were harassing Kiki on there. They bullied that girl on that show to the point where this girl allegedly deleted herself, allegedly. And then after the funeral, we still ain't heard nothing from On. We still ain't even see no disclaimer. How they denounce violence or nothing. Bullying. They got it in writing, but they don't announce it. I don't know, allegedly. On has not in any way stopped this lawsuit filed by Scott, demanding that Scott stop defending its brand, intellectual property, or work product. We can say the same thing for Martell, y'all. Martell has been convicted of harassment. Convicted. Stormy was arrested and convicted of harassment. But they keep him on the show. On has not demanded that Scott be removed and discontinued presentation and defense of still photo, films, and footage from On Love and Marriage show. All on exclusive property. On owns Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't know what they done did with the show and how they got exclusive ownership of this show. I don't know what backhanded stuff Carlos done did when it came to Melody. What he did to Melody in her show, you guys. But owns everything. Now they even own this show. Yeah. It's kind of like what happened to Mariah. Y'all remember Mariah? That was her show and she was pushed off of her own show. Well, this is similar stuff that's happening to Melody, right? Well, Oni's got in the hand of this greedy producer. He knows that show don't belong to him, but he says it every time you look over. CK do not acknowledge Melody for owning this show. He don't acknowledge her. Some dirty low-down back dealing that happened to where allegedly owns Love and Marriage Huntsville. Kingdom Reign is not under this umbrella at all, y'all. Again, Carlos is just one of many producers on for this show. I don't know what Carlos done did. Oh boy, well, whatever he did, I guess Melody will take care of that. She needs to find out how did get to owning her show. Did she agree? Was she in the boardroom with them? I don't know. I can't tell y'all that, right? Okay, let's just get some videos in here. Okay, this is one-sided friendship with Porsha. We're on Porsha now. This one-sided friendship. Porsha and Shamea, they're just not getting along, y'all. And it got so bad to Porsha is not speaking anymore, right? She's not speaking to Shamea. She felt like Shamea had betrayed her. So I'm put this through, and then we'll talk about what happened between Love and Marriage Huntsville. I just hate them two girls. I think Shamea want to fight for her friendship with Porsha, y'all. She want to fight for that friendship. But then now Porsha bringing something else in here. Porsha talking about this girl, talking about her mama. Porsha know how to play that game, y'all. Let me read this to y'all. I'm like, Lord, Porsha gonna milk this thing. Shamea over there crying about the loss of their friendship. Porsha done put something else in the game. Porsha said Shamea now talk about her mama. I'ma just say this. I ain't watching new episode at Shamea Morgan. Now don't take it there. Don't imply about Diane Williams. I don't know why she don't call her mama, but I've been keeping it cute, quiet, and you can do and say what you want in me. But hear me. When I say wrong road, talking about, well, your mama thought my mom was a friend. Yeah, the girls was asking her now. Porsha been too hard on Shamea. Shamea was only answering these girls when they asked her question now. But now the friendship come up about Porsha mama and Porsha mama and Shamea mama used to be best friends. So that's what this is all about, yeah. When I say wrong road, talking about, well, your mama thought my mom was her friend. Knowing GD well what she did to my mom. Oh, Lord, what did she do? Did she steal a man? was highly egregious. Don't do it. Keep playing victim and that BS. Don't F with my mom. So, yeah, Porsha throwing something else in the game now, y'all. I don't even know if it's going to be worked out. I don't know if these two going to work this out, y'all, because Porsha is throwing her mama in there now. I didn't see, Shamea didn't say that. She really didn't say that, y'all, about her mama. I think Porsha just trying to stay on this show. Porsha don't want to talk about her marriage. I think I just read that, y'all. Porsha don't want to talk about her marriage. She's gonna bring everything in except for her marriage, you guys. And y'all do know. I just read that about that. Let's see what this side say. Okay, I put that back up. I just read that. Now, guess who there? Phaedra, y'all. So Phaedra and Porsha back together again. Oh Lord. So I'm thinking that Phaedra is gonna team up with Porsha against Shamea, y'all. Let me put this back up there because it was some Porsha for real. You said it on TV. Now say it in public. Just stop. Fair woman at Shamea Morton. This Porsha texting y'all. She said she pissed off. She just pissed off about it. Oh Lord Jesus, yeah. What? I don't know why that came back down, but let me finish reading it. Somebody said no, take it down. Y'all talk Y'all talk behind my back scenes, but I guess the damage was done publicly, so I understand. Portia, please, you only playing victim. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Risa said, girl, just 2 to 3 episodes ago, your mother was talking about Shamea. Yeah, they were talking. I don't get it. Portia mama was dogging Shamea out. She said some not so nice things about Shamea, right? So I think that's why Shamea mentioned the mom's name about how the mom used to be friends. So here go Portia and her mama, y'all. Here she go. I think her mom is beautiful. That's Portia and her mom. Now Portia and her mom was talking kind of nasty about Shamea and her mom, but Shamea and her mom came on. Shamea kept it classy, y'all. She kept it classy. Y'all remember now? Shamea was crying. She came through that door, bust through that door, and Cynthia was sitting down there. She was crying over that relationship, right? She was just crying, boo-hooing. And she was telling Cynthia that, what she did was she was not talking about Porsha, but the ladies was asking her why didn't she come to her wedding? Then she was trying to explain that, but then they played a tape where Porsha said they were having beef, the reason she didn't come to the wedding, but she had told Shamea something else. So all these years, Shamea was thinking it was something else, some other excuse. I forgot what she said Porsha gave her. But Porsha said the real deal was she was having some problems, some beef with Shamea. Shamea don't know what the beef was. Oh, Lord of mercy. Porsha not gonna talk about her divorce, y'all. Y'all can forget it. She gonna bring everything up. What is a one-sided friendship? A one-sided friendship is unbalanced relationship when one person consistently puts in more effort and support than the other. So the girls are telling Shamea that Porsha don't support her at all. Not even at her wedding. She didn't come to her wedding, although that was years ago. Shamea says that they have worked their way through, but what Shamea did not know that Portia's reason for not coming is because they had unresolved issues. This can leave the given person feeling undervalued and drained. Here are some signs of a one-sided friendship. What is a one-sided friendship? A one-sided friendship is a relationship where one person invests significantly more time, effort, and emotional energy than the other, leads to an imbalance in the relationship. So, do y'all feel like Shamea is the one that doing the most investing in this relationship with Porsha? Or do you feel like Porsha is emotionally disconnected from this relationship with Shamea? It often revolves one person primarily focuses on their own needs and desires, while the other consistently provides support and attention without reciprocal care. They're calling her a lap dog, you guys. They're calling Shamea Porsha lap dog. So how do you fix a one-sided friendship? Boundary breaks and by diversifying connection can help restore balance. Openly communicate your feelings and needs without judgment. So we saw Shamea, she did go to find and went to Porsha and trying to open up that, we can't let a TV show run our relationship. But Porsha don't seem like she receiving it. Make sure you aren't over relying on one friendship for all your social needs. Adjust expectation realistically as lives change to allow friendship to evolve. So sometimes you outgrow the friendship, right? So what's the biggest red flag in a friendship? Oh, red flags, they often criticize you. They are only around when they need you. They are dishonest. Oh, so Shamea found out the dishonesty, you guys. Porsha told her years ago one thing about, I don't know what Porsha told her, the reason she did not make it to the wedding, but she found out recently. Porsha said they still had beef, the reason she didn't come. So that was being dishonest. Their words and action don't align. Something simple to me as Shamea up there singing, and Shamea got a little CD or tape going on, and Porsha really act like, oh my God, you sound like you. So that action just don't align with being a friend to me, because Porsha clearly shaded her on her song, y'all. All right. They refuse to apologize. They are jealous or competitive. Do you feel like with Shamea having a peace now that Porsha is jealous and feel like Shamea is competing with her? Shamea was crying. She said, "Look, I like my life. I love my life, right?" So she was crying. She does not want to lose Porsha friendship. They only talk about themselves. They make you feel bad about who you are. And I think that's what's going on with Shamea. She's feeling bad because now she got to look at this relationship. Is it really one sided? Am I really a lapdog like what people say? When to end a friendship? It's time to end a friendship when it no longer brings you joy, or if it's becoming emotional, drainful, or harmful now. She's crying, she's begging, she's trying to pour her heart out. That, listen, we should not let this show divide our friendship. It's the other women bringing up all of these old issues, not me. I have to answer these. Signs may include a lack of mutual respect, dishonesty, or feeling constantly criticized. If a friendship is causing you stress or negativity, it might be beneficial to consider ending it. I noticed that Phaedra and Porsha was on that porch together talking, Portia's talking about putting all the blame on Shamea and not being a good friend, y'all. Now, the friendship has become unhealthy, you guys? Yes. What if the friendship become unhealthy? What are the signs? Signs of an unhealthy relationship include controlling behavior, isolation, manipulation, verbal abuse, and jealousies. These behavior can manifest in various ways, such as constant criticism, blaming, and deflecting responsibility. I feel like this more or less to me describe Portia than Shamea. It's also important to recognize that unhealthy relationship can involve betrayal, disrespect, and a lack of communication. Now that's how where the manipulation comes in. Portia is saying feeling betrayed by Shamea, y'all. Oh my God. What are the signs of a toxic relationship? Lack of respect. Respect is a cornerstone of any healthy relationship. Control or manipulation, constant criticism, isolation, unresolved conflict. Now, that was what Porsha said the reason she did not come to her best friend wedding. Psycho abuse, emotional or physical abuse. Signs of a one-sided friendship. One-sided. That's right. That relationship to me is one-sided. I don't care what nobody say. And I see so much of this. I could say this with, I know y'all, I'm bringing Love and Marriage Huntsville in there because that melody of friendship with all of them was one-sided. This woman feeding them. This woman have put them on TV with her dreams and her intellect. She made her dreams come through her intellect. Then she brought the Scott singing and the rest of everybody else on this platform now. One-sided friendship. They are so ungrateful to this young lady, all of them, and especially Carlos. What the hell? I just don't know, y'all. I don't know how Melody gets to be pushed aside on her show, right? On her show, she pushed aside, and now Carlos claiming it. Carlos have well, how many he got? Love and Marriage DC, Love and Marriage Detroit, or he got that the other show over there. I forgot the other show name over there. Y'all know the other show over there. I keep forgetting y'all. The other show that where they oh Lord, I can't think of the name of that show. Y'all put it in the thing, but he has gotten at least four shows piggyback off of this woman intellect, right? So he claimed when he sat down, he claimed that's his show. He claimed, well, somebody more powerful that came in now and claimed the show, which is on network has claimed this show. Love and Marriage Huntsville, allegedly. Oh boy, now and all these shows is getting toxic now. Even Real Housewife of Atlanta is getting toxic, y'all. Used to be that fun shade. Like Nene used to have that fun shade. Nene never was threatening nobody with no pow or nothing like that. She just had fun shade when she shaded people. But the new people that comes in now, like Britt, threatening people with the pow, and then they got rid of, y'all know they got rid of Kenya. Let me keep the videos coming through. Y'all, I just got to show y'all this. This is Angie Stone. This broke my heart right here when I saw this. Angie Stone, y'all. Halftime chat with Angie Stone. It broke my heart because she went on this man's show maybe about a month before she died. But what she's talking about on this show is she gives the history of how she started. This female group was the first female hip hop group, right? They rappers. Way back in the 70s, they were rapping, you guys. And so everybody has sampled her stuff. So yet she don't have no royalties. Why is it that Angie Stone now, a senior citizen, had to live the way she lived, going in them little off the wall jujunks performing just to get a dime to pay her bills here and there, you guys. Yeah, here's Angie. Here she's on this show, y'all, called Halftime Chat with Angie Stone and with Mr. Okoya. Is interviewing her. But I found it interesting how all these people sampling her stuff and she's talking about royalty. Yet she getting no royalty. Everybody was getting paid off of her intellect. similar how they doing on Love and Marriage Huntsville. All them ungrateful cast members getting paid off of a melody intellect. I don't know. Will they get royalties too when the show ends? But let me put this through, and I might have to cover it up because I don't want no copyright. But I will see this. This is interesting. She talks about her royalties. And y'all know she put out that video.
Success, and what they did is just rolled on a record, jumped on a record that's already was a hit. So it was easier to recognize off the bat. And so by the time the female version came, people had to get to know that record, but they were willing because they had such success with Good Times. I mean, with rappers like.
Whose idea then was it to not do the sampling and say, let's just get another sort of classic track and just rap over
Well,
that?
We didn't want to do sample. We were the first and are the first of its kind to have an original rap record. So it's much better to own your rights to your record. And right now, today, 30 years later, 40 years later, we own the rights. We have over 300 and something interpolations of that record. Old Dirty Bastard, Trina, Dr. Dre, Erykah Badu, they all have used that record.
Yeah, but that way of thinking is much way ahead of its time. Even in the 90s, people weren't doing that. People were sampling. So that seems very brave. As very business-wise.
Because we wasn't thinking as business people. We were thinking as kids. We were thinking, I know for a fact, 2 of us were cheerleaders in the group. So we had an uncanny way of, controlling the crowd. So Funk You Up was a control the crowd record. So we took the same energy that we did with cheering for our football team or our basketball team, and we cheered for our fans. And at the end of the day, it was an easy transition because we were used to doing it.
Yeah. Is it the same? It's not the same Funk You Up that we had with Bruno Mars and Calvin.
Bruno Mars was inspired by our
inspired by
his was Uptown Funk. And he has parts of our song, Uptown Funk You Up. He said Uptown Funk You Up. Our song was Funk You Right On Up, we're gonna funk you right on up. So he took parts of that record to create his record. And he admittedly says that.
Okay. I mean, that's definitely.
It was inspired by the sequence.
Okay, my goodness. I mean, when you're around 15, 16, you're having a massive record like this, especially something that is for females, which was something very new. Was this your dream career? Did you think, yep, I'm in my career, this is going to be the greatest?
Absolutely. What 17-year-old does not feel grand with a hit record and touring the world with some of the hottest stars? Yes, of course. We thought we'd hit the mark right on the spot.
But then, how did the family take the success? I mean, especially at that young age, were they?
At first, they were a little leery, but after you start sending money home from tour dates, they're okay with
it. Yeah, because from the sequence, I know that you go to Vertical Hope, but then what because I think in the 80s we started getting people like Curtis Blow and others coming up. What happened?
Curtis Blow is one of our heroes. He's one of the first ones we'll tell you about the sequence. So Curtis did his thing, and I'm very proud that we're associated in the same breath.
Yeah, but what happened with the sequence? I mean, after the success of that first single and project, the album.
What happened with the sequence was everybody wanted to be on that level, and Sylvia went and snatched all of the rappers off of the streets of New York, meaning Furious 5, the Funky 4, the Treacherous 3. The house became crowded. So at that point, it was, let me work on this group, let me work on this group. And so, of course, everything is timed. It's timed. And what ended up happening is we ended up being the party girls and the girls for the West Street Mob and the sequence and the party track girls, just trying to help everybody else get their record started. And as a result, time went by. By the time the whole roster for Sugar Hill was going bananas, we were all the way back around the square one trying to get another hit record because all of the hits were being absorbed by the newcomers that came in. Everybody was just so excited to be down that, it's just like when they invent a new Barbie doll, the old Barbie doll becomes the old Barbie doll.
So they didn't really just say, okay, yeah, because I guess it's more so if they saw you as a longer term project, they would have been.
Okay, you guys, that is Angie Stone. Yes, Angie, just before she died, she came forth and said, I want my money. I want my royalty where they are. And y'all haven't been keeping up with, it's a man by the name of Stone Paston has came forth. He was working with Angie when she died, and he was trying to help her find all her royalty. And then she said, I don't know what's gonna happen to me. That's what got me. Don't know what's gonna happen to me, but I'm gonna find my royalty or I'm gonna keep talking. So what happened? A month later, Angie died mysteriously. Till today, y'all, there's been some suspicions going around Angie Stone, around Angie Stone death. But that daughter, Diamond, been all on the. I don't know if y'all seen Diamond, y'all. I got that video. Let me show y'all Diamond, her daughter. Her daughter not helping it any. I know the daughter is grieving, but I believe Angie's daughter got a lot of problems, you guys. And I just don't like them. They going kind of hard on her. I kind of feel sorry for her because she lost her mother. But some of these bloggers are going hard on her. Yeah. I think, what is this, y'all? I don't know what this is. Whatever pops up. Shit, I got to start naming my videos so I know what I'm putting out. But anyway, Angie's daughter says she is going to be suing. Oh, I put that one out already. She's going to be suing some bloggers, she said, because she did not appreciate. I do know. I feel sorry for her. Her daughter says she did not appreciate a certain blogger that took pictures of her mama while she was in casket and then shot them around the internet. Now, and his defense, he said he was shocked because they said that she had got hit by a 18-wheeler. But when he saw her looking so beautiful, nothing had happened to her body. He said he had a ring snapshot. And from then on, he has been trying to solve this problem. If there is certain type of foul play, he really been on it. Him and two more other bloggers been trying to find out if there's foul play in Angie Stone death, y'all. Oh Lord, she did die mysteriously. Everybody was safe except for her. Yeah. So this is we still on Porsha and Shamea friendship, y'all. Do y'all think that they can mend that friendship? I don't think Porsha interested. I think Porsha was happy with her just being a friend, but she do not want to share that spotlight with Shamea. That's my opinion. But that other lady, Miss Angie, I couldn't agree with her. Let's see if I got Miss Angie in here. I don't think I have her nowhere in the picture of her. But anyway, she was saying that Porsha is aware that Shamea all the time use her to get on the show so she can get this spot. I don't I don't, because if they've been friends since they were what, in the ninth grade, something like that, they have a real friendship and a real bond. So I did not agree with that lady, Miss Angela, about that, y'all. I don't know if y'all agree with her what, but I don't think Shamea. I just don't think
To
Shamea.
Shamea,
Let's see this. What I'm saying.
she was hurt, but she seemed just very confused by her friendship with Porsha, which I didn't realize that. Like, for me, it's like all I see is what they show on social
I got
media.
to
It looks like
cover
they're
this,
great. This
y'all.
is the first time I've really seen any kind of turmoil between Porsha and Shamea, like in the circle.
I just wanted to really get into the nitty-gritty of what was happening.
The fact that you have minimized my feelings to be about the show is really unfortunate, because it's not about the show for me. This is a lot, Shamea. Please, please stop.
Worst thing I wanted to happen was now my friend is coming into the group, which I wanted to celebrate.
Absolutely.
Is that now me and her being pent
Against each other.
Right.
Thought the same thing.
That's what I was really fighting for at that point.
I would have thought the same thing if I was you.
She may feel that this is kind of like a lopsided friendship.
Wow. Oh, these new girls may be saying this, but never my best friend.
Right.
As far as Porsha not being a good friend to me, that is the stuff that Angela, Brits, Drew, all of these ladies that in their own way and own time have come to me and said, hey, you always supporting her, you always speaking up for her, she don't do the same for you, yada, 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 yada. But I never gave them anything. So the fact that she opened that up for them to judge and evaluate and dictate our friendship and what it was and what it was not, that's on her.
I feel like this goes back to when they were younger.
Right.
I don't feel like
Oh God, it's freezing, y'all.
it's a new
Issue.
and now they're coming up as they've gotten older, as the dynamic of the friendship has changed. One of the things that I pointed out to her was, because she was saying all the things that she's done for Porsha, how she's been a friend to her, is I don't believe that you can tell other people how to friend you back. If you're a giver, be a giver. People love to receive from a giver.
But
It
you
is just your
also have to
choice.
tell people how you want, or show people how you wish to be treated.
Absolutely.
You know?
I've been supporting you and everything. Porsha, from singing your song on my Instagram to playing it to asking DJs and everybody to play it. Even at the games, I would sing the anthem. I would like, okay, well, come sing it with me. Like, anything you want, what your dream is, now it's mine. I want you to win, just like I want to win.
Now, what you're willing to do,
right?
You got to just do that from your heart, and this is the kind of person you are. You can't hold somebody after all these years accountable if this is who they are, and this is
okay, y'all. I'm gonna take this down
how they friend, and this is the friend you choose to have. Then that is your choice. On Porsha's end,
it's okay. I'm taking it down. It's freezing up, but yeah. Y'all get the point. They're talking about their friendship, right? They're talking about their friendship, and you know, Cynthia always gonna have words of wisdom. She's not gonna talk bad about neither one of them. So, oh boy, Cynthia has been there for Shamea. She has been a crying shoulder for Shamea. So has Kelly now. Kelly has been there for Shamea as well, right? Kelly has been there. Y'all, I found a wedding picture of Kelly and her husband, y'all. Her husband, I don't know. They were dragging her husband, making fun of her husband. How, you know, he just kind of chubby, I guess. Some women like big men. Maybe she like fat men. I mean, each his own. Some people like fat men. He's a heavy set man. So that's what everybody was saying. Yeah. Close the app. What is this? All this stuff popping up, y'all. Okay, let's just see what else we got here. Take her off. Keep it moving, you guys. I gotta keep. Let me say hi to y'all over here. See what y'all doing over here. Oh, okay, Crystal. See what y'all saying over here. Crystal says, Shamea is not innocent. She portrayed Porsha to Candy season 9. And now again talking behind her back with strangers about things they resolved 10 years ago. You know what, Crystal? That's what she should have said. Instead of just elaborating and going into detail, because those women don't have, to me, is bored. They're not coming with their own stuff. So what are they doing? They're coming with old stuff from all those seasons from way, way, way back. So they need to bring it. If Kelly and Brick gonna be, bring your own shit. That's what you need to do. But you're right, Crystal. That's what she should have said. She should have said that this issue was resolved many years ago, 10 years ago, and left it like that. And maybe that's why Porsha is upset. Thanks for saying that, because it always takes somebody else to say things for you to think. So I was thinking a little bit one-sided. Why is Porsha doing her like that? She crying. So okay, yeah, this is great. Crystal, thank you. So let's see what she says. Speak your piece. I like that. Good morning, everyone. Shamea played herself after Porsha and Shamea was playing in the bedroom with Candy and Todd. I would have dropped Porsha fake butt. Oh, okay. So here's a different one now. Miss Speak Your Piece was saying she played herself. I can't remember. I gotta go back and watch those episodes, y'all. I gotta go back. Now, this was so interesting about this. They brought Phaedra back on, right? And remember, they kicked Phaedra off the show for saying some stuff about Candy and Todd and the bedroom dungeons and all of that. And then Carlos allegedly got fired too because of that. But yeah, I'm wondering now, are they going to put Phaedra against Shamea, right? Are they gonna make Phaedra buddy? Phaedra look different right here, don't she? I like it though, y'all. Phaedra look real different right there. Makes her look younger. So are they gonna put Phaedra and Porsha together? Cause y'all seen that episode? They act like they were so happy to see each other. Woo-wee, they was just smiling and hugging. What Brit and Fat, what they used to call them. Okay, let me finish seeing what y'all saying over here. Yeah. Here is Titanic 65. Thank y'all for the support, y'all. That's my cash app. Thanks everybody for supporting me. Super sticker, super chat, and cash app. Thank y'all. CC just speaking. Hey, sister. Creole girl. Yeah, my grandson. Hey, grandson. Love you too. My grandson. Danica, you still in here? Hey, grandma. Love you. Y'all, this is my grandson, and my great-grand graduated, which is his son. So I'm just so proud to be still living to see all that. So what was it? All this last week was so busy. It started off with another great, and then his son graduated. So yeah. Oh boy, Carlos is the one who gave Maurice the advice to sue. And y'all know what? Let me go back on that. It done backfired on him. Because do y'all know Anonymous? He thought he was suing 2 old ladies, right? And Anonymous ended up being a lawyer. Anonymous was the first one he sued. That's how Anonymous it's always attached first. Didn't mean then here for the hot tea. We came later on in the soup, but she got his butt. Anonymous got his butt tied up, y'all. So he got enough to deal with Anonymous too. He got to deal with own network. He got to deal with my lawyer. He got to deal with Anonymous. So own network and Discovery, who owns 80%, are guilty of allowing this harassment. Right? They're guilty of allowing bully, defamation of characters, convicted revenge, and threatening behavior. Yeah, they're guilty. They don't denounce any of it. And you guys need to make sure y'all over there with True Tea tonight. She said she might read it a little bit earlier, y'all. So y'all keep checking here for the Hot Tea podcast for True Tea. She is reading these documents all the way through. I just gave y'all a little sample as to what to come with her. Them Scots was in a Martell plan to break Melody and Carlos. Yes. Grand Rising to you, Miss Robin Love. Copy and paste, CC. Okay, y'all, let me put another one through. Did I put that? Oh, about that friendship, that didn't work out too right. It kept freezing. But y'all got the idea. They were talking about that friendship. So we got two different opinions, right? One person feel like she should have just kept it cute and just said these issues was resolved 10 years ago and not gossip. I think that's what Porsha was saying. And then Speak Your Piece is saying that Shamea played herself in the bedroom with Kenny and Todd. She should have dropped Porsha fake, but I'm telling y'all, I really couldn't have a friend like Porsha, to be honest with y'all. Well, yeah, I expect a little bit more. I don't expect my friendship to be lopsided with nobody. It is what I think a lot of stuff that Porsha don't attend that this girl gives. All right, let's see what else I can bring out. Oh, I did Angie Stone. I did one-sided friendship. What is this right here, y'all? I can hit myself in the head that I'm not more organized. So, all righty. Black Culture Critic. I think that's it for today. I thought I had more stuff than this. What is this? Let me bring this through right here. I'm going to see what this is, y'all. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to close it 1 hour and 38 minutes. I thank everybody for being here. Oh, I showed that. But I just want to let y'all know that Love and Marriage Huntsville is a nuisance, right? It's a nuisance. And my lawyer is trying to get the show shut down, whether she'll be successful or not. But Love and Marriage Huntsville is on trial. And they have been notified of all the toxicity, how they gang up on one woman on that show. It was just ridiculous. I'm so glad Melody left. If they come back, they got to do their own thing. If they come back, they cannot use my likeness anymore because my for no reason at all. That this right here between me and Maurice, this court case cannot and will not be on air. They will not make money off of me like they did with Stormy. They made money off the millimeters. They had no storylines till they turned it on the millimeters, and that was to attack Melody too. Anyway, you guys, I thank all of you for being here. I'm going to close this on out. So let's see. I'm gonna say how that was. London Gamma was here. Crystal Amos is singing like lesson. Charlemagne is here. Emma Potential was. I don't know if I'll be saying that right. I know that Rosie Graham not here today. Yeah, so don't y'all forget, please be looking out for True Tea, y'all. Don't forget, Creole Girl here. Robin Love is here. Krista Amos is here. Danique Clark. Hey, grandson, love you. I love you, grandson. That grandson right there almost, he's such a joy, you guys. Yes. Alrighty, you guys, let me play y'all some music. Leave y'all with the fan. I'm learning how to do them fans. My little grandbaby know how to do them fans, y'all. Y'all know how they be popping them fans? She can pop them fans. Okay, here we go. Let's get this. Oh boy.